Hello, Earth signs. This is for the Taurus, the Virgo, and the Capricorn out there. My face. So, we're having a very lovingly relaxed readings this week because I'm not pulling a lot of cards. I really want to focus on being consciously and lovingly aware and being in that calming, meditative, receptive state even when our eyes are open and we're talking. And to not be explaining my experience and to not be having you think and ponder about what things mean and about maybe it is this. Let's just be observant of our experience. Let's take a moment to ground ourselves, to breathe, to be at peace, to listen, and to let the energy coming through me now into you resonate with you. To let what I say and what you see and what you imagine have an emotional experience within you. Let it shake something. Give yourself permission to have an experience. Because for some reason it's important for me to stress that with you guys. Give yourself permission to have an experience. Because as I said in all my videos, I'm trying to get away from this false belief that I know more, or that people who are spiritual know more than other people. All I'm trying to do is perpetuate a level of awareness. I love that this is your card. I didn't even want to go to it yet. But it's funny that I'm talking about this and this just fell down. I don't want to perpetuate the disbelief that someone has more power than you, because that stems from our own self-protection. We are the universe, we are one. We are equal. Angel, alien, mermaid, any zodiac, any level, we are divinely equal. So that's what pains me when I see people going to other psychics, even though, again, I can see it as just the flow of energy is how it needs to be, but I believe that if you were led to me now, then you were ready for a new paradigm of existence. Because now I'm realizing that there's multiple paradigms. And that's all okay. But I'm challenging us and asking us and creating the space for us to be aware. To be aware of the power dynamics that we have created for ourselves, that we have allowed. Maybe they were presented to us, but we gave them permission to be. Even if you're listening to me right now, technically it's happening, where you're getting this new paradigm of existence, this new paradigm, this new system of rules and understandings of how things work that you have to honor and settle into, especially if you've recently become more spiritual and it's like, these are things I never thought about. And there's a lot of emotional things that we can perceive as scary because it seems unstable, because it is unstable, but whatever. These are all wonderful things to be aware of and to be observant of non-judgmentally. Because we've been having power trips, but not in the boastful, egotistical way. In the feeling low, feeling drained, tripping and falling on our face. Power trips. Literal trips. Tripping and falling. And I think we discussed this earlier too, where it's as if we're keeping up this facade, we're keeping up this image of being in control, of understanding, of being balanced and okay. We're keeping up this image of everything being fine and us being powerful people and us being in charge of ourselves and other people, but really, there's a lot of heartache that I can see and feel from you. There's a lot of unstable pain in your heart. There's a lot of, I say dark not as evil, but just as things that we wish not to experience. Things that we choose to darken. So dark in that way. Things, thoughts, experiences, emotions, reactions, beliefs All these things are in our heart consciousness, in our heart center, if you will. And they're there. And it's important for me to say that they're not going anywhere. I don't need you to think that you need to deal and process all of these really difficult, challenging things all at once, because by doing that, you're overly controlling. And by doing that, you're really just trying to undermine the experience that needs to take place. But we also want to bring to your attention that they're not just going to go away. As much as we stuff them down, as much as we ignore them, they're always going to be there. And the more that you try to push it away, the more explosive and negative and the reaction's going to be within you. Okay? Give it permission to exist. Give yourself permission to just be. However and whoever you are in this moment, rightfully and lovingly acknowledge the pain and hurt within you. Don't be your own bully and say it shouldn't be there, that you learned from your fathers and mothers. Don't be a bully and say, stuff that up, push that away, big girls don't cry, big boys don't cry, whatever. Say, you know what? I'm pissed off and that's okay. I gave myself permission to be mad, to be angry, to be upset, to feel confused, to feel hurt, to feel afraid. I gave myself permission to feel that, because that's what I get tired of too with New Age stuff, is you don't just need flowery bullshit to make you feel temporarily better. You need to know that I lovingly see and hear you, and I can, with love, by addressing and seeing without fear these complex and dark things that aren't freaking evil. And that's what I hate. It's that belief structure that makes us so afraid to deal with them. Fuck it. Fuck it. Normally I apologize for cursing, but fuck it. Let it go. There's so much in our experience that are just made up rules in our heads, or made up beliefs that aren't actuality, but that are a part of us that we create. So we make things seem more dangerous than they really are. Whether it's what we've been taught or what we chose. And I want to put the responsibility on us, because I want us to realize that we have the power to undo it. Not for blame, but I want us to know that we have that power to analyze, not in an overly thinking way, just to be observant and conscious of where these thoughts are really coming from, and that they're thoughts. They're thoughts. Thoughts can't hurt you. And it's a lot of anticipation. It's kind of like that thing in theater, or television or anything, where they won't show violence on stage or the true torture that's happening, because the thoughts that you create are so much more twisted and messed up than they could ever create. Ever. Not knowing is more terrifying, because you have your imagination being all biatch. So the whole reason I'm saying this is give yourself permission to have these negative emotions. They don't need to be forced out of you. They don't need to be ripped out of you. They need to be honored as what they really are. Love. Because all emotions come from love. We are love. That's why there's love in the heart center, but the rest of the emotions are in the sacral. Love is not an emotion. Love is what you are. So no matter what emotion you're feeling, that's just love. That's love, which we can equate to light, at a different color, at a different vibration. We can see it that way. Give yourself permission to be upset. Don't be your own bully. And by doing so, you're going to be kinder to people because you're being kind to yourself. By doing so, by acknowledging that you're human, by acknowledging that you're allowed to feel this way, you'll be more sympathetic of other people too, because you're being sympathetic to you. So especially if you've been feeling down that you've been rude to other people, it stems because you've been rude to yourself. How you treat other people is a true reflection of how you treat yourself. And how you see other people is how you see yourself. And what you tend to normally always see really always seems to be that thing that you see in yourself too, if you're willing to be open to seeing that. So, keep all that in mind. Because everything is going to be okay. Because I can see you healing. I can see you picking up these heavy burdens. And you're not happy that you have to carry them. But it's so honorable that you are. And it's so much better than leaving them behind. It's not about letting go, it's about transforming. But that's not a forceful yang thing. That's a yin loving and letting it be thing until it is ready. Okay? Give yourself permission to be ready to be happy again. You don't have to force things. You don't have to do anything besides just be. Okay? Good card. How funny. I will share. Normally I have been refraining from doing so. We have unity. Do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritual-minded community. And I kind of think I already touched base on that. It's funny how you will be unified. I'm seeing you trying to get back into your homeostasis, which is unity with all. Because you've been feeling isolated because of these things. And how you're going to be seeing. Because I trust. I know you might disbelieve it. But I can see the potential in the, dare I say, future. Not to limit your own chosen experience, though. That by being loving to yourself, you will be loving to other people, and you will be doing the right things for the right reasons. Okay. And it will help you feel unified. It will help you feel one. It will help you feel comforted and at home and understood. And that you do belong. And that you're not alone. And that you don't have to be so protective. But again, that's me witnessing the beautiful revelations you're going to have in the future, but who knows when. And that's me seeing the lessons in store for you. And not just, this is what you have to learn, but seeing that aha moment where you finally experience it. So it'll be cool. Have faith in that. It's honest, easy knowing. Choose to believe it. Okay. I love you very much. Let me know how you feel about these new kind of less cards, more calmly talking things. It just seems like a less energetic day. You know, less hyper and showmanship way. But yeah. I love you guys. Have a fabulous week, okay? Hang in there. And if you want to talk, all the information you need to reach me is in the description below. And again, if you like this, please give the thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. Just be. It's cool. I don't care. Goodbye. Love you. Namaste.